Massive shocker from Karnataka Congress MLA KR Ramesh Kumar, followed by a half-hearted apology. After Congress MLA Ramesh Kumar said that when rape is inevitable, the victim should lie down and enjoy it, he delivered his version of a half-hearted apology, saying that he will apologize just because his comments have sparked a row. The Congress MLA is also seen casually smiling during his apology. Ramesh Kumar's inexplicable comments were received with laughter instead of it being opposed. The remark has women activists fuming, with them demanding the Congress suspend the MLA immediately. Congress spokesperson Randeep Surjewala tweeted to say that the party disapproves the exchange of highly objectionable and insensitive banter. Now, this isn't the first time that Ramesh Kumar has made such shocking comments about rape. In the past, he had compared himself to a rape victim. The comments raise important questions, including whether this comment has dented Priyanka Gandhi's Women First mission and if Priyanka Gandhi will in fact denounce the comments made by Congress MLA Ramesh Kumar.
Will you apologize for the statement that you made, Mr. Ramesh Kumar?
There is a saying, when rape is inevitable, lie down and enjoy it. That's exactly the position into which you are. To own a mistake ends up in a single mistake. To deny a mistake amounts to multiple mistakes. ನನ್ನಿಂದ ಅಪರಾಧ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅನ್ನೋ ತೀರ್ಮಾನಕ್ಕೆ ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ಬಂದು ತೀರ್ಪು ಕೊಟ್ಟುಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಆದ್ದರಿಂದ ನಾನು ಕ್ಷಮೆಯನ್ನು ಕೋರ್ತೇನೆ. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಸುಖಾಂತವನ್ನು ಹಾಡಿ ಕಲಾಪಗಳನ್ನು ನಡೆಸಿಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗೋಣ.
My colleague Karthik is now joining me live from Bengaluru on this. Karthik, how are members of the Karnataka Assembly reacting to this? Because it wasn't just one Ramesh Kumar who made the comments, the objectionable comments. There were many who, in fact, guffawed and joined in with laughter after those comments were made, including the speaker.
Well, yes, Paulami, as shocking as it sounds, just after the remark was made, there was nothing spoken about it. There was no one spoke or rose in protest against the remark, and no one took it as an offence in the assembly at that point of time. But just after, when all media channels zeroed in on this, and after there was public furore, Mr. Ramesh Kumar has been forced to apologize. But as of now, we see that the Karnataka winter session proceedings are just underway as usual. And the Karnataka Assembly Speaker, Mr. Kageri, stated in the floor of the House that they should not drag this issue any further and should drop it and they should go ahead. Now, this goes on to show the casual and cavalier manner in which this issue has been handled, which is certainly unacceptable.
Absolutely. Karthik, stay on with us. Let's listen into some political reactions that have been coming in on the shocking comments which have been made by Congress MLA Ramesh Kumar.
If they truly believe in servicing the needs of poor women and children in our country, how dedicated member of parliament would wish to discuss issues pertaining to them. And those gentlemen who belong specially to a particular party, one of their representatives yesterday said and made remarks about women which need to be condemned by every public representative in Karnataka. If you truly believe in the cause of women, first stand here and denounce that legislator who says that if you are raped as a woman in this country, you should enjoy it. Those men who stand in this well today, go back to your political organization and first bring to justice such a man, and then we will see who speaks for women and children in this country.
I never expected such a statement from Ramesh Kumar. Really, it's a shameful attitude, and I will condemn his statement.
Our party will consider this point, because on the floor of assembly, if such statement is made, it is not fair at all, it is not good at all, it is not in good taste.
ही शर्मनाक बयान है और इनको देश की हर महिला से माफी मांगनी चाहिए। और मुझे दुख इस बात का होता है, ये इलेक्टेड रिप्रेजेंटेटिव्स देश की महिलाओं की बात, कर्नाटका की महिलाओं की बात रखने जाते हैं और इतनी सीरियस ऑफेंस को मजाक बनाते हैं। जो मेंटल ट्रॉमा से एक महिला गुजरती है उसको दरकिनार कर उसको छोटा सा मजाक बनाकर आप लोग पूरे सदन में हंस रहे हैं, शर्मनाक है।
Now, the Congress MLA's shocking rape remarks were made on the very day that the country remembers the brutal gang rape of Nirbhaya. Here is what Nirbhaya's father had to say.
जो व्यक्ति असेंबली में बैठ कर ये बात कह सकता है तो हमारे समझ में तो यह कि कांग्रेस का नेता निवृत्त इसीलिए हो रहा है ना, ऐसे लोग बैठे हुए हैं तो ये उनको दूर दूर तक दिखाई नहीं दे रहा कि हम कहाँ पे खड़े हैं। आज असेंबली में बैठे हैं, कल उतर जाएंगे तो उनको सब पता लग जाएगा। और ऐसे ही कोई भी सरकार नहीं चाहती कि हमारे राज्य में कोई दुर्घटना हो या ऐसी कोई बातें हो, लेकिन ये इतने बढ़े चढ़े लोग हैं, इतने मानसिकता के गिरे हुए लोग हैं कि क्या हमें तो नहीं समझ, क्या अपने बहन बेटियों के साथ भी ऐसे ही कहते हो कि एंजॉय किया करो। तो ये बहुत ओछी मानसिकता है और ऐसे लोगों की वजह से ही सरकारें जाती है।
My colleague Karthik is still live with me from Bengaluru. Karthik, we heard that half-hearted apology which was issued by Congress MLA Ramesh Kumar. Does he realize that this is an apology that doesn't suffice, that doesn't exactly suggest that he is remorseful of the comments that he made on the floor of the Karnataka Assembly?
But yes, Paulimi, a six-time MLA and also the former speaker, a man of his stature has made such an awful, a vile comment, an objectionable comment on the floor of the House, and the next day he comes out and says that if his comment is hurtful to women, he is apologizing. He also goes on to say that there's a judgment has already been passed against him, and he also partially tries to justify the statement, which is certainly not acceptable. But right after the statement, the current Karnataka speaker, Mr. Hegde Kageri, went on to say that let's just drop this issue at this point of time. Now, this shows the seriousness that our legislators and our leaders have when it comes to such issues. But it remains to be seen if the Congress High Command will take any serious action against Mr. Ramesh Kumar for this statement, because this is not the first time that he's made this statement. Earlier in 2019, when Mr. Ramesh Kumar was the speaker, he had compared himself to a rape victim and made this statement in the floor of the House. So, will Congress party take stringent action against Mr. Ramesh Kumar is something that we have to wait and watch.
Absolutely, especially because the Congress, of course, is led from the front by a woman interim president. Priyanka Gandhi is fighting in UP on the whole premise that they're giving 40% tickets to women candidates. Ladki hoon, lad sakti hoon. That is the campaign slogan of the Congress party. It remains to be seen, isn't it, Karthik, as to whether the Congress top leadership will denounce the comments which have been made by Congress MLA Ramesh Kumar, who seems to be a habitual offender.
Well, yes, certainly, Paulimi. As of now, the Karnataka Assembly proceedings are just currently underway as they normally are, and there was no protest as of now. But all leaders have come out and condemned his statement. But is this apology, this half-hearted apology, acceptable? Well, to the people it is not. But it seems that all the legislators who are present in the House accepted the apology and moved on. But it remains to be seen if the High Command takes cognizance of this issue and takes stringent action against Mr. Ramesh Kumar, who's a six-time MLA and also a former speaker, making this repeat, who's again once again repeated, a statement like this upon rape, trivializing it.
Right. Karthik, thank you so much for joining us with all of those details.